I'm like, which one do you want? We're One Ocean. So I started One Ocean in 2014. We opened up our first store in 2015. One Ocean was born when I was sort of just looking for something else to do on the side. I was working at the aquarium in Boston as a marine mammal trainer. I needed a side job and I was frankly sick of bartending. So I was thinking of something that inspired me, and the ocean definitely really inspires me. So I came up with the idea of doing block printing clothing somehow. I'm not sure how the idea came to me. I think I saw a shirt that I liked and I was like, I could make that. So I started block printing clothing with sayings and things that I liked. I've always loved the ocean, loved everything about it. I live right on the ocean and I take my dogs to the beach pretty often, so I'm really inspired by taking care of it. Love the animals that live in the ocean, of course. I worked with seals and sea lions for many years, so making sure our oceans are really healthy for them was super important to me.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. This piece.
So I wanted to pick a name that was sort of all-encompassing of that. I also wanted to pick a name that would indicate that we give back in some way. So I came up with the name One Ocean. Now, fast forward a few years down the road, we had a store, a brick and mortar store. We started off by doing pop-up fairs, and we're on Etsy, which we still are. And then down the road, we opened up a store. Our store is now in Rockport, Massachusetts, so a little bearskin neck. We wanted to bring on other products that we loved, so products that donated back, products that cared about the people that were buying them. So we added the name One Love. So we're now the One Ocean, One Love shop. Some challenges that we faced, particularly at the beginning, were finding the proper location. I definitely wanted to be in the Rockport area. I live in Gloucester. Rockport's a really nice touristy town, so we definitely wanted to be there and be able to capitalize on tourists coming into town, but also spreading our message about why we love the ocean. We really had our hearts set on Bearskin Neck and Rockport, but finding the perfect spot was hard. It sort of fell into my lap one day when I randomly checked Craigslist and hadn't in about 2 or 3 days, and ultimately the perfect location popped up, and that's where we are now. We're at 6 Bearskin Neck, Rockport. And it's just this great little shop that used to be an old fishing shack, little fishing shack built on stilts on top of the water, so it has a lot of charm. I'd say also a downside and a challenge for us is that it is a seasonal business, so finding something to do in the winters and making the business work throughout the winter had been difficult for us. We've started to kind of spread our message online. We opened up our Gloucester store here as well. It's more of our workspace where we do all our printing, but a lot of our followers and the people that shop with us regularly have found us here as well. So that's really helped. Another challenge we've faced is starting to market ourselves a little better. So we'd love to make it to the point where we can actually start designing our own clothing, not just the prints on it, but also the clothing itself, and having someone sew the clothing. We can design exactly what we want it to look like, the fabrics that we made it made out of. Something we'd really love as our ultimate goal is to have that and be able to make our clothing out of recycled plastic water bottles too. So at One Ocean, we like to say our work is inspired by the ocean's beauty, our love for it, and our desire to protect it. We're inspired by a lot of things, mostly the ocean, but we're also a lifestyle brand. So I'm big into yoga, big into just positive vibes and just always being happy and against, sort of anything negative in this world. So we're inspired by a lot of different things, and sometimes I come up with ideas of prints just by sketching and working really hard at something that is not coming easily to me, and then other times just boom, something comes into my head and I just sketch it out and then it becomes a print for a shirt. We do a couple different methods of how the shirts are made. We do block printing, which is basically you take a linoleum block and you carve an image into it using wood carving tools. And we also do screen printing. So screen printing is a little bit different. So actually I have a screen right here. Screen printing, this is our logo here, really simple design. So screen printing is where you take a mesh screen and the whole thing you can move ink through. You take this emulsion, it's this dark green stuff. Once it's exposed to light, nothing can penetrate it. So what you do is you take that same design and you put it on a transfer sheet. So basically, like if you've ever seen overhead projectors and there's that clear sheet of paper with a black image on it, that's how this is created. So the black image goes on the screen and then it gets exposed to light. So anything that's underneath that black is not going to harden. Anything around it is going to harden. So wash the screen out, and then all you have to do is squeegee ink through over this screen, and the ink will only go through where the image was burnt onto it. So that's how we get the shirts, the designs for the shirts. Every single shirt in here is hand printed by me. So it's pretty tedious, but I really do enjoy it. I love that we say every single one of our shirts is handmade with love, and it's all one of a kind. We also do regular beach cleanups. So sometimes we do very structured ones where we plan and we invite folks to join and come help us out. But really we do beach cleanups every single day. My sister and I both have dogs, and we go to the beach. We live in a really beautiful beach community, and we're able to go to the beach pretty much every day. Sometimes we go to the local reservoir, and we find ourselves just picking up trash everywhere we go. Sometimes a few pieces here and there, because every little bit counts. Sometimes we end up walking out with full fish totes that we find on the beach full of trash. Or we bring yellow bags with us pretty often too, or a 5-gallon bucket, and just end up doing beach cleanups pretty much daily. We also are a very eco-friendly company. We use all eco-friendly mailers for our mailings. We try to use all eco-friendly inks and eco-friendly products. Our lifestyle is super eco-friendly, and our business is in every way that we can possibly make it as well.
It's like, especially seeing.
So we always love to celebrate Earth Day, World Oceans Day, any big holidays, of course, that celebrate keeping our planet healthy. This past weekend, we hosted the Great Gloucester Cleanup. It was actually 6 different locations hosted by different individuals all over Gloucester. They were kind of spread out everywhere. Our home base here is 47 Parker Street, so it's Cripple Cove, waterfront location. We had about 45 participants sign up and join us at our location, and then they spread out all over and cleaned up our coastline here directly in this neighborhood. Afterwards, we hosted a barbecue for all 6 locations back here as a thank you to everyone who showed up and helped us clean up. Yeah, it's overflowing.
Yeah, limits in the scale and limits of 47, right? So
Where's the limit wave on the 47?
30 foot sea waves, 20 foot surf.
No.
I suppose there'll be more people coming from
Oh yeah, because a lot of people have to. Are you serious?
Thank you for my shoes. I'm so excited. What's that? Oh my gosh, yeah, there's still tons more I'll be cooking too.
We also teamed up with a few other like-minded individuals to do these things more regularly. We are a part of the Cape Ann Maritime Partnership, and what that is a bunch of like-minded individuals who wanted to get together and help keep our oceans clean. So we do things like regular beach cleanups. We do a lot of fundraisers for, to help educate people about what's going on here and the plastic problem that we have in our oceans. But our main goal as of right now is to fundraise to get marine skimmers for our harbors here in Gloucester and sort of working our way out from Gloucester all over Cape Ann. So we were actually able to fundraise over $12,000 to purchase our first marine skimmer. It's called Skimmy Gibbler. You can follow her on Instagram or on Twitter. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page for Cape Ann Maritime Partnership where you can follow her progress. So we're really excited. She lives over in the Maritime Museum docks, and she just kind of sits in the water about the size of a dumpster and skims the surface of the water. She has a little suction to her, so she's pulling in anything that's going to be floating on the surface, like trash and plastics, and it gets trapped inside. Living fish can swim right out. There's a gate inside where they can easily get back out, and the current's not that strong, so they wouldn't be able to. So we're really excited about that. She's going back in the water probably this week, and we're gonna have 2 more skimmers this coming summer. We just got a grant from Patagonia for $15,000. So we're gonna be purchasing a skimmer for right here at our Gloucester location, and the other one is to be decided where it's gonna end up. Yeah, we have really great plans for the future, big hopes and dreams for the future. I mentioned our plastic clothing line that we'd love to bring on so that we can repurpose some of the plastics that we're finding and make them into clothing, which is something people can wear. We love collaborating with other companies, so any way we can further get our message across. Basically, we just love to grow as a brand and be known all over so that people can really understand our mission and why we're so passionate about the oceans.